Welcome to the
Okay,
bathtub?
I'm inside Dr. Lobato's
Oh
mind.
God.
Yeah.
You know what? That would explain his
On a
attire in some
boat?
regard.
Am I
Yeah, the
inside
shower
the
cap.
nest?
And we're on a ship
you down
with
there?
a clock on
First
it.
mate.
And he's
What's going
look,
on?
Lobato's
Why am I
bald.
tied up? Bald. Is a storm
I'm
coming?
genuinely, that's the
Okay.
least of my worries. So this is one of his mental, whatever, parts of his brain. It seems to be a
Figments.
figment, yeah.
Wait, as in like the collectible figments?
Oh, not figment, you know, inner representations. Almost like
Yeah,
that
that's what I
Napoleon
mean
dude
by
was
that.
in Fred's.
Yeah, it's
that's
like-
right. The Battle of the Bonapartes.
Yeah. So unfortunately, they don't have a compass. Without the compass, they can't leave this boat. And the issue is that the boat is, driving cuckoo. It's,
Oh.
where it's terrorized by,
Oh,
that.
oh, shit.
Oh boy.
Oh, God.
That's a big one.
What the? Oh, he's holding back the clock.
Oh. Okay.
Nice.
Whoa,
And
what
here's
do
the
we...
boss. He used pyrokinesis to start burning away his shower cap.
Oh, wait, an actual boss
Looks like I
fight.
did
Nice.
some fire damage.
Oh.
Yep,
there you
so
go.
it's
Oh, okay.
so we got ourselves a boss fight. We gotta try and take down the Monstrabato, or whatever he called it.
Do that trick to slow down time again, okay?
So here we go.
I'm going to need all the time I can get.
Because he's gonna be protecting himself now, which means that we need to now start using our powers against him, which I like. It's a little bit of a outside the box thinking. So here's the main
Okay,
strat
what
before
were
we
you
start
reaching
talking.
for?
He was just reaching
Oh,
for some
fuck,
soap.
what's
So
he
here's the
doing?
strat. He grabs a toy, uses telekinesis, uses Psyblast to launch it at him.
Okay.
And continue doing that until he loses his grip on that damn colander, and then burn away the shower cap. Rinse and repeat. I mean, we're in a shower, so it only seems fitting at this point. The joke, before Hype explains, is that we're in a shower, which normally that phrase is located on most common shampoo bottles. Anyway.
I wasn't gonna explain a joke. I was actually too busy looking at something else.
Oh, cool. Is this boring you?
No, not so much boring you. It's just that, like, just more so just me checking up on things while we wait for this
We
to
could
progress.
just ruin this game for him.
Fair enough,
Just
because
me,
yeah.
is this tub a little too big even for Lobato?
I'll blame
That's
it on
part
the
of this.
mind.
That's part of the scaling. This is up in his mind.
Oh,
Things
I
are gonna
blame
be
it on
warped.
the-
Ow.
Helmet
I
looks
but I do remember now being in a situation that felt kind of surreal like this, where like I think I may have already explained this, but random thing to be thinking of was back. I want to say in honestly the year 2000, I remember staying at a resort in Florida where the pool was heated for whatever reason, or it was warm, but it was also raining on the same day.
Huh.
So it was this kind of really like, it was this kind of surreal. Oh, also that's underneath his shower cap.
oh,
Oh gosh.
It's his
It's
damn brain.
It's literally his open. It's his open brain. This entire time, his head's been cracked like half open,
Jesus.
and
Also,
that's
I
why
just,
he wears that shower cap.
Also, I just noticed the
Gotta slow
pun
down,
in the
man.
boss's name, Monstrobo.
Monstrabato.
Monstrobile, that's what I meant.
man.
You're
Yeah.
fine.
Okay.
And unfortunately unfortunately that first mate is scared stiff, and he's no longer going to slow down time for us. So if it's a wooden toy, burn it, and if it's soap, use the Psy Blast to break it apart, and hopefully he will be mad enough to lower his guard. So blast
So,
that.
are we really just dealing with like an internal struggle with himself or something? Considering his first mate is literally just himself, but scared shitless.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yes.
Like he's just very aimless, and we're gonna hopefully learn more about why his brain is so
The more I protect the ship,
worse. But
the
anyway,
more
yeah,
frustrating.
it was just surreal to be like, swimming while also being rained on. It was a kind of a neat feeling, because normally you'd be upset to get wet in the rain, but if you're already in the pool, like it doesn't really matter at that point.
Yeah,
that's
you're already
agree.
wet.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, why not? I'm down
Also,
for it.
how much stuff does he have at the bottom of that pool there?
He's just standing on it and
Oh, boy.
blast him.
Oh,
Oh, burn his brain.
There you go.
that's
We just shoot the thing. And
There- oh,
hey,
that's a vault.
Oh!
It's a bank.
good old memory vaults.
Or vault, I mean.
You're fine.
That is what I
Oh, you know
said.
what to do,
Open that
Raz.
sucker up. Apparently, though, because it's also in VR, it's no longer one of them film reels. It's one of them. It's like one of them viewfinders.
Only in Lobato's brain.
I think he means.
So here comes
scary.
actually a pretty neat
I don't wanna ruin it.
idea that I thought visually was interesting. It's time to look into Lobato's memory.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Not sure what this place is, but it feels.
I actually
very
remember
private.
reading
I
on-
think I hit the memory
On his
mother
whole
lode.
thing, and I just can't remember all the details.
Bye, son. Bye-bye. Have fun at the hospital.
He does the voice of
I
everyone.
know
So I guess to quickly clue everyone in, we're going to be viewing these memories in
procedure won't
reverse.
hurt a bit.
Oh.
So this is the last memory that we can find is him leaving home, and
Why isn't he leaving? Just keep waiting. The little monster will give up eventually. Ah, soon we'll be free of this devil child.
I feel like some of these are just like, oh,
Oh yeah, I remember now.
so we're going to learn a bit more about what's going on. Open her up.
Open the window and
Oh,
we'll fix that later.
we'll creak it. So he was hiding in the cupboard at one point, but what did he see?
He sees.
Come in here where he can't hear us. I can't. I just can't take it anymore. He's just not natural. He's a monster. I've spoken to my colleagues at the
There's something interesting about the way they're animated on, I think it's twos or whatever, like they're animated like more stiff.
Right,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
stop motion.
Well, the ice pick is long, but it's very thin.
It's so weird seeing it in video game form, especially if it's a 60 FPS game. Like that's
Yeah.
It makes me think back to fucking Knuckle Attack and how he was animated.
Yeah.
One way or another.
For those that don't remember, that was the big-headed boss from Mario Odyssey.
right.
Yeah. Right. So then a little bit younger, we're gonna learn why did they think, burn this away, we're gonna learn why did they think they need to involve a very dangerous procedure and why was the mom freaked out. It's because, if I lean in close enough, there he is. Let's find out what happened here.
Here and look if you don't believe me.
Hmm?
See? Every spoon.
Oh.
Every spoon
Oh.
fits.
He's psychic.
But how do you know
Was
it
psychic.
I caught him red-handed. Except he wasn't using his hands. Okay.
Those
I'll
spoons.
take him
It's like, please stop, honey. I have to buy
Yeah.
every one of those individually.
Tablet again.
examine him. We need
Don't
to
worry.
be sure. After all, he is our son. Is he?
Oh.
Hmm.
Yeah, the mom was
No,
not.
no, he.
Mm.
Yeah, she was really freaked out about it, and finally we'll get to see the earliest memory to figure out where all of this began. I mean, we already kind of spelled it
It
out,
all
but I
started in the
mean,
baby carriage.
with Baby Bono.
Hi.
Hello.
Oh, will you look at our little angel?
Hello.
Our perfect boy. So sweet and peaceful. His whole life ahead of him. I can already tell he's going to be a doctor. Just like his old man.
I mean, he's half right.
Yeah. Wee.
Be a dentist.
Now that's right on the
Da-da-da.
money.
Ye- Wow. Foreshadowing or predicting
Just
the
making a
future?
joke. Oh,
What's this teddy bear doing in his crib?
Hey.
You know the eyes aren't child's fave. Don't
What?
look at me. He must have
Wait.
been the cleaning.
it's because
lady.
they're glass, but
Oh.
ta-da.
You weren't crazy. You were just born a psychic.
So yeah, Lobato was a psychic
smokes.
all along, and
Hey, the missing
but unfortunately his parents
So,
did not like him being a psychic.
your
Far worse
parents
than
took you in-
Raz's father,
they
and
took you in-
they
compass. Oh man.
had him fixed.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah.
Lobotomized. Hence the name
And
Lobato.
That's why he's kind of crazy.
Man.
Oh, there's the compass.
Let's see what's in said compass.
Oh, it's going back into that bathtub.
Full circle.
So
Look at that.
now we can give the compass. Now we can give the Oh, he's sad. So now we can go back and give the compass back to that first mate, and oh, we're the monster bottle. Get back onto the boat,
Come on.
please.
To the boat, to the boat. There you go.
I
Thank
was
you.
lagging. Ta-da! The compass back.
Now you won't be lost at sea.
Where are the letters?
Oh.
Where's the NS? Where's the NES and the wiggly one?
Which one is Weast?
Which one is Weast?
Oh, cracker!
And ta-da! We fixed it. We let him be able to think for himself.
So, with that all said and done,
No waters.
Dr. Lovato, how are you, feeling?
Like a cavity that's just been filled.
Hey.
I've done terrible things.
It's not too late to set things right.
No. I just can't express how much I love Lovato in this arc. It's really good.
Bring them all here, and then swim home to your little family.
Families.
and they're all asking, "What's home?"
There will be no more
Oh, that's
Look
right.
around.
I grew you in petri dishes.
Oh, that's right.
Great.
because I'm going to blow it to
Oh.
Well, yeah,
Right.
you can't turn around that quickly.
You've got to be kidding
No one
me.
does.
Oh my. Yeah, he's
Oh, boy.
still
Oh.
a little. He can think for himself, but he's still a little loopy.
Well, at the
And,
very
yeah,
least,
he's
they're
still-
letting us
he's still
take
crazy.
the dad home.
And he thinks this is just the best way to. Oh,
Oh, but you can't stay here
okay, that's fair.
because it's about to blow up. That's clear to everybody, right?
Yeah.
I was just making sure. I wasn't sure how clear I was.
Just no. At the end of the day, I mean, I understand you can't turn around that quickly, but yeah, no, it's just he's still a little crazy inside that brain of his.
I can't.
Oh,
let
boy.
it
Oh
right
shit!
now.
Also, that's
Water.
right.
Cursed water.
So,
I'm not
yeah, so we
touching
can't
that.
get. So we cannot. Even in something this shallow, it could still probably kill us. So let's
Mia, I
not.
can help you
Which is
hold
weird
back
considering
this water.
shallow water never really did anything to us in the original game.
Yeah, that's true. We could kind of tiptoe through the river just fine.
Unless his
No, but
his
I guess
spear
here
got
it's
worse.
filling up.
Go. We've got to get out of here.
And again, we'll not spoil, but we will learn. He just wants that record. But we also will learn in the sequel, James, what's going on with that whole curse to begin with.
Gotcha.
So,
Yep.
yay. Anyway, for now, we gotta get to the jet
There's our ticket out of here.
because they parked it, thankfully. But I don't know how to get through this porthole. Oh,
Oh,
Hey, Harold.
What are you doing here?
you're safe.
Harold's trying to
come on,
Get
buddy.
in there.
There you go.
Harold,
Be useful,
out there.
Harold.
the jet.
Translation: I call
said the
shotgun.
jet.
There he
There's
is.
Harold.
All right, he's like, I'm getting off this death trap first. So now they're in the jet.
I'm in. Time to take off and leave everyone else behind. Jeez, take a joke, Harold.
The dogs are
Hey,
upset.
one of these must start the thing.
At least
Turn
it's
on
the
all the
dogs and
switches,
not
hit the
Teddy.
It works.
We can
Oh,
get
what,
out
you
of
don't-
here now.
Well, you don't care about my dogs, Jordan?
Oh shit!
I just don't want Teddy to be upset
So
too.
this is unrelated to the water curse, but basically as a security measure,
I see
these
the Psylocke
something
now.
is keeping the jet in place. Some Psylocks. We just have to deactivate the Psylock, and
Oh, okay.
then it'll. There we go. Jet is free to
Oh,
leave.
that was
Cleared
easy.
for takeoff. Come on, guys.
Great work, darling. Now
Self-destruct sequence.
Genuinely, I think that puzzle only exists to make sure we're outside the jet for this cutscene.
Makes sense.
So,
Also saves a little bit on the animation budget.
yeah.
6,
All right.
We did it.
Dude.
5,
So everybody
Flop
get into the
faster.
jet.
4,
Hey, guys.
3,
Oh, that's
What about
right.
me?
Where am I?
Don't just leave me
Yeah, where are we? Where are we again?
guys.
1.
Oh boy.
Well,
Oh, fuck.
Don't leave.
They brought his body. Don't
Oh,
worry.
hey.
It just severed the clairvoyance link.
We carried your body
Hey, boy.
on board.
Anyway.
Roman.
Come on. Think we'd leave a man behind?
That would be very rude.
You
Thank
will,
you,
yeah.
Sasha.
I've been-
Thank you, everyone.
Out of my body for a while.
Of course, darling. And you were amazing.
We did it!
Now
We
lift
saved
your
everybody
body
and our own
and your
skins.
head.
yay.
Woohoo! Wait a minute.
Yeah, we have an extra
sure that's
passenger.
More on that later. Okay.
And by later, I mean like
So much to tell
3-4 years later.
Yeah.
However long it's between this and the sequel.
For now, Lily's just gonna catch him up to speed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we got-
No.
Oh, we got ourselves
Your guys are
quite a
10.
jet. We got ourselves quite a plane to explain shit on. So yeah, but that was it. That was Psychonauts, the Rhombus of Ruin. And yeah, I mean, in terms of like oh, we did that song still. In terms of presentation, in terms of the writing, it's all there. And yeah, I did have a lot of fun checking this out and doing my own little stuff. Don't mind me. Don't mind past me. I'm getting into the song. James, James, having just come almost just recently come off of finishing Psychonauts 1, what did you think?
I mean, gameplay aside, it looks like they haven't skipped a beat with this one.
Oh yeah, and I can tell you that streak definitely carries forward into Psychonauts 2.
As I've heard.
Yes, it does.
Honestly, it's really interesting. We hear time and again about these sequels to games that, come out 10, 20 years later-ish. And they're always there's always that expectation to hope that it will live up to the hype. And very rarely do they ever. But Psychonauts 2 seems, I mean, I know I'm sort of, speaking ahead here, considering who knows when we're going to get to the sequel, but that definitely seems like the case where they actually lived up to the hype and then some.
It's all about having the right people doing the right stuff, and
Exactly.
I do plan on tackling the sequel sometime this year. Go ahead, Hype.
Well, I wasn't gonna say something, but I guess since I am saying something right now, my final thoughts for the Rhombus of Ruin is that I think it's a pretty, fun little story to tie in the events of 1 and 2. I was actually surprised that we were able to learn about as much of Lobato as we did, and the story itself is also, pretty sad. It definitely helps to make him feel a little bit more fleshed out as a character.
Yeah.
Yes, I feel like aside from the stuff with Lobato, though, I don't know if I got a whole lot out of the story compared to 1, and from what I've seen of you play of 2. The story's not bad by any means, but I will say it is probably the weaker of the 3.
Oh, it's really just you go there and then just leave. But as a proof of concept, I do agree. I do think that this does a really nice job of selling me on the idea of, if this team ever wanted to do a full-on VR point-and-click adventure game, I'd give it a shot.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I guess
I also didn't know that Rasputin's last name was Lobato.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
we learn more. We also learn more about that in the sequel. But yeah, he is of the Aquato family.
Which is interesting considering the fact that they were cursed with. They were given the aquatic curse.
Oh, they also make
it's
that
very
joke. Basically, they
ironic.
say basically talk about the fact that that's why they also hate psychics so much. Is their main gimmick was they would do water-based stunts. Now they can't. But again, more on that later. Because yeah, we actually didn't bring. Jordy was not there in the first part when we brought that up, but I was talking about how this sold me on the idea of even if they did something with say Monkey Island or something like a VR game like that would be fun, with all the visuals and stuff.
It would be nice.
Oh, sure.
So then over to Gui, what did you think of Rhombus of Ruin?
I thought it was a nice little, in-between game. In-between qual. I'm more used to that than...
It's fine.
The-
Interquel or whatever
but,
you call it.
but,
Between qual or a second
it
qual.
does tie the first 2 games nicely together. And
You know what? I'm gonna start calling it the sequel prequel.
yeah, the sequel prequel.
Whatever works.
Fair, but continue.
So, considering what we see in the second game, this feels like a natural step in because the theming I've noticed in all the games is, you enter people's minds to try to heal them because because they're all troubled in some way, they're all troubled on some deep level that we just can't rightly see. So yeah, this to be able to do this for a villain is kind of a step forward, and we'll see more of that in the second game.
Yes, definitely. I'm just gonna rest my eyes for a bit here.
Wow.
Wake up!
The credits take a while. Hang on. Jordy, what did you think of the Rhombus?
I thought it was an interesting arc, like I mentioned before. Initially, I didn't think there was going to be much to it, especially for a VR game. But then again, I can't really say that from experience because I've never played a VR game. But then, as we got further and further into it, when we were actually watching a preview of it before we tackled this look at, or commentary, I should say, seeing seeing Lovato come back and knowing his backstory, it just made my jaw drop, and I'm like, wow, that's very, very deep, and really got me prepared for what was to come for the sequel, which I know we're going to tackle later on in the future, but yeah, they definitely upped their game with this one.
And I'm really glad that they seem to be really enjoying the Unreal Engine. Again, as far as I'm aware, this is Double Fine's only foray into VR, but now that I actually have one, I hope that it won't be their last visit to the idea
Raz
of
will
that.
return.
Using it. Yay!
And Psychonauts 2.
And that's all you gotta know. So pretty much that's the game. So yeah, glad I was able to figure out a way to record this sucker and share it, because I am definitely looking forward to revisiting this franchise later. We got other stuff, and again, that's the other big thing, is that this opens the door to all sorts of VR possibilities. So I look forward to trying out all sorts of wacky new games we can show off. But as always, thank you all so much for joining us.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much, everybody.
You can check under your seats to find complimentary bags to deal with the motion sickness. Sorry,
I was
got
going to
really
ask
into
about
the
that,
pantomiming.
actually.
Sorry, I got really into the pantomiming. I like doing that. I'm sorry if that made you uncomfortable.
No. I was asking how it was for you.
Oh no! Oh yeah! Oh no! It was totally fine. I was just hoping that because especially after I had to do some smoothing, otherwise it would have looked a little too jerky. Like the first time I tried recording all that, but
okay,
I just hope that my movements never are actually uncomfortable to watch.
No.
You know that is an important thing to note. I thought Allie was actually asking about the bags under our seats at first.
Oh no, those are two.
No.
No, those are two. Just don't pull the red cord, and you should be fine. So
you mean
thank
this
you all.
record?
That's weird. My bag had candy in it.